Ka 24/7 AI kepada global leader hak intent driven customer solutions and contact services hak arpsan terunai lar arjar pulai kala penbenaya ke jingpelat ya likely ki community development program ki bakentop ya ke project Udran ke project Meghalaya bat ke project women empowerment. Yakini ki program lawan man pelat pat ba do menteri rang ba ke Jylla Konrad Kesangma kepala penlong Shillong Technology Park Sauli haringkat ke Jylla dan lang ke senior vice president HRD head ke Nina Nair country head India Namit Jauhari VP bat center head Hyderabad Gauri Shankar Vaishnav ki rang ba snong bat kiwe ki bala shakhot skobha nakaliang menteri rang ba haba ajing kran hakading ski lapan bena ba an sapli no ya ke integrated command center hanong ba Shillong ba angru ba kan integrated command center kan sebut live partly CCTV ban kepi bnia ya ke jinglong jingman kylleng jaka jong ke Jylla ula angru bahaki ni tayo banwan ke sarkar kan sawan rakno da ke IT policy hak ke Jylla.
Many years that they have been here. I recall one of the first few conversations that I had with their management that they had come to my room about I think a couple of years or a year and a half back when this particular unit was just starting. And I remember mentioning to them that I would like to see you not as business people and not as individuals who come here for the opportunities that are present maybe, but I would like to see you as partners in the growth of the state and the people of the state. Just to share with you that, as was mentioned in the opening remarks, that for IT to really grow up, we need to develop the overall ecosystem. It's not just about creating the infrastructure required, but you need to ensure that everything from the manpower to the other logistical support to the overall obviously infrastructure to the connectivity, all of this matters when you want any industry to develop, but more so in IT. And hence, I would like to share with all of you that very soon we'll be inaugurating our integrated command center for Shillong, which is a part of the Smart City project. This integrated command center is a center where we'll be actually monitoring the entire security arrangements, traffic arrangements, all of these aspects through CCTVs, almost close to 300 CCTVs throughout the state, throughout the city, and then further the other towns will be connected to it, and this will be a complete integrated command center with a full IT setup that will enable us to really monitor the security arrangements and the other different aspects, emergencies or whatever situation that comes up. This integrated command center will be right next to this IT park. It's going on right now, and we hope that that will be complete soon. Apart from that, you will also be happy to know that we have already initiated the work for a massive data center in Shillong. So that is something that is going to, the work for that is going to start in a couple of months. We hope that we'll be able to come out with the necessary tenders and everything, and I hope that within this financial year we are able to start the work for a data center, because as we know, data center is very essential now in the IT sector, and without a data center it's almost like missing one very, very important part of our IT center. And last but not the least, I just want to share with our team for 24/7, because they have been really pushing for this, and I have been somebody who has really also believed that what they've been saying is correct, which is to create a very strong policy for IT enabled services. And hence in the past, if you've seen that as a government and central government as well as state government have given a large amount of incentives for larger industries, but industry specific benefits have not been given. And hence I personally strongly feel that incentives, subsidies, which we are giving through a program, as you know, called CM Elevate. It's a very ambitious program that we have, where we plan to support more than 20,000 startups and businesses, from somebody wanting to start a gym to a gymnasium to somebody who wants to open up a a cinema hall to even a music studio, the government of Meghalaya will subsidize 30% to almost 70% of the amount. So this kind of program is going on because we feel that if the government is subsidizing and helping, it should be in industries and areas where it gives direct benefit to our youth. So rather than giving large benefits to industries that really don't give us the returns, I should say, is not that productive. So in anything we give in, say for example, in food processing, suppose we could put up a big food processing unit out here, then it helps our farmers. If we are able to put up big hotels out here, then it helps our tourism sector and also provides jobs. And if we are able to put up big IT projects out here, then obviously it gives direct employment to our youth. So keeping that particular thought process in mind, we are on the verge of announcing the IT policy. This has taken us about a year's time. We had elections in between, and hence the work was stopped. But post-election, we started the work again. And now we're just waiting for the final comments from the industries department. And I'm hoping that within a couple of weeks, not even months, in a couple of weeks to maybe maximum 3 weeks time, I expect that we should be able to roll out and announce the IT policy. And this will be a policy that will really be something which will give incentives in terms of capital investment, incentives in terms of SGST, or in terms of the power benefit, so on and so forth. There will be many factors. I don't want to go into the details of that, but I just would like to share with the management of 24/7 AI, who actually have been the people who have suggested this to me and asked me that I should move forward, and I like the suggestion, and I'm happy to inform them that it is finally going to happen. But of course, I hope that after that you also fulfill your commitment. Where after we find out that I've done my part and then you have, then suddenly you disappear. So yeah, I expect that 24/7 AI will further invest in Shillong and in Meghalaya, and we'll see more seats and more job opportunities come up. And I do expect that others also will follow. As I said, we want to create a very strong system, an ecosystem out here for ITS services. But while I say that, just a small comment that I would like to make, that it is also important for us as a society. Our headman is here and other people are here. We also need to realize the kind of work that is going on in this IT sector, and whatever support as a headman and as traditional institutions, as a society, as a youth, that we can give to ensure that we are also sending a positive message, because word of mouth is very important. You may not believe this, but some of you have already heard it, of course. Nina, is that right? So Nina mentioned to me last time that when they were working in Bangalore and other places, there were so many people from Shillong who were working there, and because of the way the people from Shillong were there in terms of not just their quality in terms of how they could perform, but also in terms of their personality and how nice they were. That they were so impressed that they wanted to come to Shillong. They said, we have to set up things out here because these people are great, and they're committed. They are really, they're nice people. And this is the kind of word of mouth that goes around. And it really is what helps us to be able to then project ourselves as a positive place to come in and invest. So I think these small things are things that we don't realize, but it matters a lot. And because of those few employees who worked in their office in Bangalore for whatever period of time they did, that decision to come to Shillong was really, made. And I think these are things we should not forget, and we should realize that it will continue in that line where the word of mouth will spread that, that the kind of people and the kind of manpower and the kind of quality that we are here, that we're getting in Shillong, we don't get anywhere else. Because really our dream and our goal and our vision is to see that Shillong should become one of the key IT hubs in the days, in the years to come. Not just Shillong, I'm hoping that we'll be able to spread it across the state and other parts also of the state. We are coming up with a tech park and a knowledge park in Kyrwoh also very soon, and so on and so forth. We'll hope that we'll be able to spread it across to other regions of the state very soon.